Yeah. So you ask him to, get rounder. And then you think about, could you bring his muzzle closer to his chest? So that means that he has to break a little more at the pole and keep his neck right about there and not go, And he's like, I'm not sure if I want to be down there. But he kind of likes it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can see that. So Katie's just mentioning that he tends to go behind. And right now he's pretty good. He's not really going behind, except for that, sitting in the wrong place again, that moment when he goes a little bit lower. So what I want you to do is think about that I don't want his neck any lower than this. So just about the time he goes lower than that, you say, nope, don't go lower, don't go lower. But you could say, go more round, but don't go lower. So the way you say don't go lower, basically your outside range says, don't do it, don't do it. Your inside range says go a little lower, outside says, nope, don't do it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So they behave a little, that's beautiful. So right now, if you could keep him even this round, you're at a 6, 6.5, 7 all the time. Even though he's not consistent, you've changed him because he's not braced on the underside of his neck. He's mostly round, mostly connected correctly. You're easily between a 6 and a 7, 7.5. And the thing is, he's not fussy about, throwing his head. He's not ever bracing against you or being naughty about it. He's just, I don't quite know where I'm supposed to be. I don't quite know where I'm supposed to be. And so a judge watching this sees you with nice, soft, quiet hands. They see this really happy, moving horse that's not quite sure of his steadiness at training level test 2. Maybe it's going to be 7s the whole time. And the other thing that's happening, as you get him a little softer, more round, he looks way more supple through his back. And therefore his legs are more even and he's not shuffling. So already in just a few minutes, you changed him from a 5, 5.5 to a 6 or a 7. Go ahead and walk him for a minute and praise him and tell him he's a really good boy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it feel a little better?
Yes, it feels a lot better.
Okay. So at the walk, go ahead and change your direction. We're going to do it the other way. Now, we're a long ways from consistently connected and really supple in the jaw, but we are night and day from braced on the underneck and inverted. So if he could spend most of his time traveling around like this, you're going to quickly get rid of the incorrect muscling.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
And give him the correct muscle. And then this, of course, is going to be easier and easier. So the main thing you have to work on, or that's tricky about this, is to say, get round, but not too low. Get round, but not too low. And then you can work on stretching, too. It may be that stretching is going to be hard to get until you sort of convince him to stay here for a little while. So I don't know personally if I would really try to work on a trot stretch until he understands the connection. Because what I'm afraid is going to happen is if you start asking him for a real stretch to go down low, he's going to get confused as to where he's supposed to be. So I would get cemented in his little brain a better, rounder connection for the basic work. And then when he gets that better, then I would ask him to start stretching. This might be a week, this might be a couple months. So if you were going to go show him, say next week, something, what I would do is, I might make it easy on myself if you're doing a schooling show and do some intro tests, because you don't have to stretch. And I might do training 1, because you don't have to stretch in that one. I might do training 2, because it's a really pretty test. And I might just not stretch him. Now, you don't just not stretch for the judge, but I would say, here's a little tiny baby stretch, and that's all I'm going to do. So that, that's if you're going to go showing sometime soon. And I hope that makes sense. Thank you. So Katie was just saying that actually she says you guys do actually a really nice stretch when you're more warmed up and ready. So never mind. But if you find that he's having since I don't know you, if he's sort of confused as to how low he's supposed to be in the basic roundness, that's why I'm saying you might avoid stretching for a while. Because he needs to figure out where sort of his home range is of where his neck's supposed to be. Yeah, he's still like, it's up and down. But he's so pretty and so nice when he gets it right. All right, so let me have you trot him again. And then, same thing. That stretchy, soft connection reaching down, but not too low. So you think about flexing him to the inside, and then connecting him to the outside. Yeah, and then when he's good, you give him the inside as a reward.
I wonder if she would do the same thing.